Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed that little cinematic intro, featuring a little bit of Loit and Catalogero, so that's always fun. And of course, you know what that means, just like the shows and the previews of Netflix. If they show it, that means something's going to happen in the episode. So we're going to be working over here in Loit and in Catalogero today, just like the last episode. Oh, look at that beautiful desert sunset. But today in particular, I'm going to be building a bridge. So like this bridge that's over here going to this area of the mesa, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing going on this side. So then we will have 3 bridges coming out of the city of Loit, the main city there. And it'll really start to come along. Like it's going to be close to being finished with the main structure of the city. And of course, after I'm done with the main structure of the city right here, then I can start detailing all of it and adding in all the fun details and goofy interiors and things like that that I have like similar going on over in Catalogero. So I'm excited about that. But I like to have all the detail, or not all the details in place, all the structure in place before I start that. So let's go ahead and walk up here and I'll show you kind of where it's going to come out of. Also, I do love the city of Loit at night. I prefer it at night. Sometimes it doesn't show up that well on YouTube, but I like walking around in it at night just because it's sort of the same build palette everywhere so far, and all of the lights. It just looks really cool. So let's go all the way up here, all to these different height levels, and so the bridges are also going to be at different height levels. So that one was like way down there. So this one I think is going to come out of the top of the palace up here. So let's walk all the way up this, and you can, I think it's going to come out up here, I would say, right off of this. And so it's going to be a huge bridge, way, way bigger than the other ones. Maybe I won't make it come out off of this, but either way, it's going to go all the way over to that. So you can see that's going to be a massive task. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew. Of course, these other bridges, they are very long, but they're also super low to the ground. This one I wanted to be up a little bit higher. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is going to be a massive episode. Oh goodness. Oh well, it'll be fun. So yep, I'll check back in when I have a little bit more progress. All right, looky here. This has been quite a bit of work. This was a lot higher than I originally thought. Of course, I was up there. I'm like, man, this is kind of tall, but wow, this is a lot of blocks, and I'm not even like halfway done with it. I just have some of the structure. Of course, the bridge will go out here quite a ways, but I'm actually going to build some sort of tower over here. So I'm going to end it right here, and I'm going to do that probably in another episode. But yeah, these big arches, they look cool. I really do think they look really cool, but it took quite a bit of blocks, that is for sure. Now I need to add the diorite to it and really just get the details in it. So that's what I'm going to do next, but I imagine that I don't have any diorite left, so hopefully these like caves through here have some diorite. Honestly, that's what I've been doing. Normally to get like all of these, all the stone, I'll do like a strip mine back in Catalogero, and I have been doing that some because that's where my beacon is set up, but it doesn't give you a ton of diorite. It gives you a ton of stone doing it that way, but to get diorite, which is a crazy thing to be out of, I just go through all the random caves and look for different pockets of it, and you actually get quite a bit that way. But yeah, I figured I'd let you all see what it looks like in progress here. I have all my lines, that way I can build it, so there's just a bunch of these dirt rows on both sides where I climb up to work on this. But yeah, I'm going to get back to work while I still got some time, so I'll let you know what it looks like when this portion's done. Alright, I finished the bridge. Look at it at night here. It looks super cool. I must say, I really do like it. Let's see. Let's go on over here a little bit closer. It looks so tall, though. That's the only thing. Like, it really does look tall. And it looks unfinished because, I don't have my tower at the very end over there. But once that tower's there, and it's going to be, like, really tall, I think. I think it's going to be comparable to this one, sort of, to the palace. But once that's in there, I think it's really going to, let's get over here. I think it's really going to frame it well. And I am excited about that. So let's get all over here. I don't know why there's pumpkins growing in the desert. I find that very funny. But let's get a little bit closer to it over here. Get a good view. I decided to do it at night because for some reason I just feel like the city of Loit here looks so much more grand at night. Like just with all the white and the lights, it just looks huge. But yeah, so I obviously still need to finish this side, like connect the walls up around here, and they'll connect into that, and then there'll actually be like another tier down here, and I think the dock may eventually wrap around a little bit, so it looks kind of strange from this angle, but that's okay. But yeah, it looks nice here, and so this is big enough to where my boats and stuff can pass through it, so they'll be able to go all the way through here and over to the backside, and then that eventually leads out to another ocean, which is really cool. So let's go all the way up here, and it took quite a bit of blocks to do this because I had to do the front and the back with diorite, and so I've been caving around here, and I must say there is like, I mean, I already knew that there was a lot of gold in the mesas, but man, there is a lot of gold in these caves. So I need to do like a whole like golden interior of a build, like maybe in the palace, do like the whole interior of one of the roofs as like gold blocks. I feel like I don't have anywhere near enough to do that, but as like an end goal, that would be so cool to just show off the wealth of this city. But let's go ahead on up top, and then I've got to talk to you all about something. So, oh yeah, I forgot I put like a staircase up here. I don't actually need to build up. So we're gonna walk across. This it's really cool up here because you're really high up. But yeah, so if any of y'all watched my last video, not like the YouTube shorts, but like my actual like last video, I talked about, I think the title was "Subscribing is the New Liking." And I was sort of hesitant in posting that video because I knew it was going to be a little bit controversial, but I never expected it to be as controversial as it was. And it wasn't because of like my main point, but in there I sort of said that like Let's Plays are dying or have died. And Let's Plays being like multi-episode, you know, like building. I use Minecraft obviously because I play Minecraft, but like those long like, you know, series where they put like the like YouTubers and stuff like put the number sort of like this, I suppose. And I put that was kind of dying, but honestly, like you all in the comments, like let me know you all let me know exactly how you felt about that, and that Let's Plays are not dying, and that there's some really good ones out there. And honestly, I kind of thought about it for a while, and I was like, you know what, y'all are kind of right. Like there are so many good Let's Plays out there. The whole subscribing is, you know, you won't see your like who you subscribe to. That's still kind of weird. Like the algorithm is a little bit weird with that. Like you don't see who you subscribe to near as much on the homepage, which is sort of frustrating. But I am here to say that Let's Plays are back. If they have died, let's bring them back. Like I'm going to start, you know, doing a little bit old school in this. I'm going to start putting the numbers back in there and all that stuff. Doing it like back in the old days, the classic Let's Plays. Of course, I'll have my random talking videos, but this series, I really want to keep it like a traditional Let's Plays. So I suppose with that being said, Let's Plays are so back. Wait, sorry, hold on just a second. I messed that up. I wanted to do like a cinematic close there, but I forgot to say I'm not done with the episode. I'm going to be working back over at Catalogere one, so just hold on for this you know, cinematic sort of recap of the bridge. But you know, with all that and stuff, Let's Plays are so back.
I've learned to love you uneven. We've got a ways to go. You're wide-eyed and inside I know you're dying to get outside, darling. I've learned to love you uneven. You got away with me. You're wide-eyed and alive, so full of life. I'm mesmerized by your love. I got a fever that I cannot shake.
Oh yeah, back here in the city of Catalogere one. So it's nice to be back as always, and it is a beautiful day out here. But I must admit, I am exhausted because one of the big projects that I want to do out here, of course, is transform this harbor area and terraform it. Well, the problem is, naturally, whenever I spawned into this world, the first place I put was like literally like 0, 0. The spawn point is where this city is built. And not all cities have an ocean. This one, in fact, did not have an ocean. It was like a swamp sort of thing. Oh, it's raining. You know what? We're just going to continue anyways. But it was like a swamp sort of thing. And so this is like the river met the swamp here. And so pretty much this whole like area that's supposed to be this ocean or this bay was sort of terraformed and created by myself. And so most of it was about 1 block deep, and I also widened it out in a ton of areas. So what I did was, coming over here, what I've been working on is taking it another block down. So like every couple of months, I try to come out here and take another block down. So you can see I've gotten quite a ways down here. So I've dug down like 4 or 5 blocks now at this point. But the thing is, it takes forever. So you can see like the entire width of this bay is huge. Now this area in the middle, I haven't taken anything out, but like this area back in here, this was all like, I dug every block of this. I don't even think it connected all the way out here. I just made this. And eventually this does lead into the ocean. And then the actual ocean does lead all the way to Loit, which is really cool too. But I had to build this by myself. And so like you can just imagine like all of the dirt and the stone I had to take out of here. Oh, it was so much. So here's a bunch of it that's still over here. I just finished this part, but yeah, it was a lot. It really was. I come over here especially when I'm needing more stone. And so that's kind of what I needed. I needed quite a bit of stone. And so taking this out has gone well. But the next kind of step with it is I need to add another layer of sand down here. And so I went out and collected some sand and some dirt. So I have to put another layer of dirt right here or I have to put a couple layers of dirt right here on the edge, and then I'll build the sand out. And so this is going like down by a half slab each time. But now I'm going to, at this level, I'm going to start doing it as like 2. So it'll be 2 blocks going out. So kind of like this. You can start to see that, and then it'll go out there a ways, and then it'll go down by like a half slab, and then go out another couple blocks, and then it'll eventually, probably from this layer, it will come all the way out to about here, which is pretty far out, but that still leaves this whole area in the middle. So I'll continue over the years to start taking down more and more layers until this becomes like a pretty even like ocean floor. And I'm going to have it all covered in sand probably, and then I'll probably put some like detail blocks and different things like rocks down in it, and I'll put like seaweed and coral, and I think it'll be really pretty at some point. But you know, it's one of those things, there's a lot of these mega projects like the mountains that I have to do, like the backs of the mountains, and so every now and then when I get time at the end of these episodes, I'm probably just going to come in and start, you know, working on these big projects. So hopefully you all enjoyed this this episode. I think probably in the next one I'm going to be over here in Catalogero a little bit more, which will be fun. But yeah, I really appreciate you all watching, and I'm hoping you all are enjoying this kind of new style with it. And yeah, if you want to see more, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.